The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are solely those of the individuals participating in the conversation and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of the podcast host or any affiliated organization. Listener discretion is advised.
The upcoming segment discuss content that is of adult nature. The views and opinions expressed are not that of the SABC and are that of participating contributors and listeners, and do not reflect that of the official policy or position of Metro FM.
24 minutes after 10 o'clock, let's bring on Anonymous, the naked DJ. The man of the house is right here.
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk to Our Lady. Good morning, Anonymous. How are you?
Our Lady, all right.
Can you hear me, Anonymous?
Yes, I can hear you.
Nice.
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, loud and clear. Anonymous, I'm going to read the house rules to you, and they go as follows. Respect is the foundation of our conversation. Maintain respectful language. Refrain from any swearing or use of profanities. Our responsibility is to protect your identity, and your responsibility, Anonymous, is to kindly extend the same courtesy to protect the identity of the people or the person you'll be speaking about. Do you agree, Anonymous?
I agree.
She agrees.
Talk to us.
We're good.
What advice do you need?
Oh, I need advice on whether to stay or to go. Okay, so I've been with my now husband for the past 10 years. When we started dating and he made it known that he would like for us to get married, we had issues with our families.
Okay.
So basically, it's more like we were not allowed to get married. So we just carried on dating without being married until eventually I was like, you know what? I can't anymore. We literally said we can't anymore. So we went ahead, got married. We have 3 kids. And actually, before we got married, he had this friend that I would constantly ask about. I felt like it's a gay best friend. And he would be like, no, he's just a friend. He has his own girlfriend. And I've met the friend, by the way, and we okay. So then, we carried on dating. He wasn't working, I was. So then the friend told him that he can get him a job at his company. And then he had to move from his home to the friend's apartment. So they were literally staying together. He would come visit me, but I wouldn't go visit. That's when I became more suspicious that there's something going on. Okay, fast forward, we get married. We're now staying together. He's no longer staying with a friend.
Is this going where I think
and
it's
then
going?
After a night out, I was unsettled. I decided to go through his phone. And when I went through his phone, I went straight to their chat. That's when I found out that they've been dating all along. So I woke him up and I was like, let's talk, Vugas Kulume. And I could tell that he's literally drunk, so he's not going to say anything. And then the next morning, we tried to talk about it. He denies, no, he's my friend. And I asked him, but your phone? He's like, no. You know how they can just make everything seem like it's your fault. We went past it. And then I found out that
Anonymous, hold on.
Yes.
So what kind of texts were being exchanged, like between these two men?
Nudes, firstly.
Okay.
The I miss you. When are you coming back? They would talk about the things they used to do, basically.
Mm-hmm. And then
the things that
we are just friends. You reading too much into it.
Yes, I'm reading too much. No, it wasn't like that. It wasn't me. Whatever. And I'm like, okay, mind you, we got married first forcefully, right? So I basically disowned my parents.
Okay.
So I don't have anyone except him, if I can put it like that.
Okay, so your parents never explained to you why they never wanted you to marry this guy?
No. My dad kept on saying, one day you're going to find out, but he's not willing to tell me.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
So, he denied it, and then he cheated again, but this time with a girl. So when he cheated, that's when I brought up the guy issue, and he just became clean. He did admit, no, we were dating. I'm sorry about that. It was a stage. I am not gay. I'm not into men. It just happened. Mind you, this thing happened probably for 3 to 4 years.
Sure. Okay.
So we have kids. I'm not in talks with my parents. I'm literally, it's just me and my kids and him. And I feel like at some point when I wake up and I look at him, I don't want to say disgusted, but I don't see him as that person anymore. So I am really not sure what to do. I'm scared to go back home. I'm scared of people. What are they gonna say? I have kids with this person who is probably very gay, and it's his choice. So I can't really hit him on that. But it's just taking its toll on me because he doesn't want to come out. Like he just keeps saying, no, I married you, so it means I want you. But how when there's other men involved? Because also
it's crazy that you've mentioned everything, but you haven't said I'm married to somebody that deceived me. Which is the biggest thing. But anyway, hold it right there. And after the headlines, we just want to talk more about your feelings, okay?
Okay, no problem.
Okay. Good morning. Sharp, let's try this again. Good morning, fam. My 13 people. Shout out to you guys. Good morning. And it's very cold. My name is Leroy. We are listening to Ask a Man on Metro FM. So the situation today is very tricky and very sticky, what's that? Baby girl is married to a guy who we can say he's on the fence, Yes, actually, but then she will explain more. But then Fidere, just keep liking and sharing there with your friends there, and then let's have a nice discussion. Good morning, Daphne. Good morning, Babsenzo. Good morning, Bongi. Good morning, what's that, Mr. Muffins, Le Chocolate, Le one female cook. So let's continue, actually, because I'm lost here.
We are the heartbeat of the nation.
I'm lost.
Metro FM. It's where you want to be.
Yeah, no.
It's just gone 31 minutes after 10 o'clock. We've got Anonymous on the line. If you just jumped in, gone into your car, turn up the volume, ready for Ask a Man. Here's a summary before we continue with her. So Anonymous has been with her husband for about 10 years now. It took them a while to get married, as her family was just against them getting married. She eventually ended up marrying him without her parents' blessings, which caused a rift between her and her family. Now, her husband had a close friend that he lived with while they were dating, and Anonymous didn't expect that there was something going on between her husband and this friend, and this close male friend of his. Now, she later found out looking through his phone, that he did indeed have a relationship with his friend.
The guy
I'm going to leave it right there. Anonymous, is there anything else you'd like to add to this?
I think so. This thing is just messing me up because I'm thinking for our 3 kids. It's hard. So I feel like he is indeed gay because even after that, I did find pictures of other men that he would chat with. But he's still not admitting to it.
Anonymous.
It's clear.
What is more important to you, his sexuality or the fact that he's lying to you, the fact that he's deceived you? Because now, when you keep talking about his sexuality, I feel like you're saying if he was a heterosexual man and he had been cheating on you with women, you would still stay. And be honest. Be honest. Remember, we don't have much time. Be very honest.
I'm being very honest because he cheated with a man. He also cheated with a woman. Mm-hmm. So for me, it's not necessarily his sexuality. It's his cheating in general. Okay. I think for the guy friend, I just didn't expect that.
Okay, so it's a traumatic experience for you. And I mean, going through the phone and seeing the father of your kids exchanging nudes with another man, It's that surprise, it's that trauma that you're still going
Yes.
through. Okay.
Yes,
All right, carry on.
So I don't know how to approach this. I don't know if I should go back to my parents. And if I go back, because I feel if I go back to my parents, I'm literally saying, you know what, I'm leaving.
When your father said, one day you'll find out, do you think perhaps that maybe your father and your husband have done stuff together? Because why was your father so confident? Why would he know? You don't know what your father does behind closed doors.
Honestly, we never know. We never know.
So maybe time alone.
Okay.
Yeah. So no, Pella, Anonymous, we need the truth here, ne?
No, I know.
How would you feel knowing that your husband has done stuff with your father?
Oh my God. I can't even think of anything.
And then what happens if your mom says, look, I knew that your father would do stuff, but he was getting something that I could never give him. So in order to raise you guys, to have the kids, I let him do whatever he wanted to do, and we had an agreement.
Yeah, no, they can have it on their own. I can't. I don't think I'd be able to.
Maybe your mother was able to, and she's alive, she's happy, you guys grew up nice.
Yeah, we did, but no, I can't.
Like, what the fuck is going on?
Would he allow me to go and have someone else, an open marriage? I don't think so.
Who, your hubby?
Yes.
But you haven't asked.
Because he doesn't want to admit it. He keeps saying that it was a stage, he's over that. He married me, meaning he wants to be with me.
Okay, hold on. So when this open marriage that I'm sure you've just told us about a hypothetical scenario.
Yes.
So would you say, I want an open marriage, I want to go try some things with a woman?
No.
Or you want to try with a man, but you've got a man at home.
But that man wants other men.
Well, now what do you want?
Okay, so you would say to him, I also want to go outside, but I want it with a heterosexual man.
Yes, because I think I'm more ashamed than anything else about what people are going to say. Like, didn't she know? Didn't she see? She disowned her parents and now this and this and this. So I feel like I'll probably just stay in the marriage for my kids, just like you said, my mother probably did as well. Mm-hmm. So I'd do the same thing.
Anonymous, you're a grown-up person, eh? And you've known life is not a popularity contest. There's so many decisions we've made, whether as teenagers in our early 20s, that the community might not agree with. But we've made those decisions, and as human beings, we know we make mistakes. And so what happens? So what if people say something? Will you die when they say something? Will you die when they say, how could she have not seen it?
Yeah.
You didn't see it.
Yes, I didn't.
You're a human being. And they say love is blind. So now you can't carry that burden on yourself.
Yeah.
Anonymous, can I just ask you this one? Are you worried that he's gay and you're not enough for him?
That's exactly how I feel. I am. We did speak about this with him because I bring it up more than once a week. That's how hurt I am. I just want him to tell it to my face and admit that I am not enough for him. Or if he can just say, you know what, I'm actually bisexual. I think it would do something to me because right now I'm not. I don't like myself. Like
okay. Yeah.
I've had kids and I don't feel like I still look as good as I used to before. So it's just working. It's taking its toll on me because I don't know. or if there's something wrong with me.
No, Anonymous, you need to let it go. You need to realize that whatever he was doing, you're not the first woman that he lied to.
Yes.
Right? And probably when you guys got together, he was already lying. He was already hiding his sexuality. It's got absolutely nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with you.
Yes.
Okay, so let's make an example with Kuzo. Let's say if Kuzo's husband cheats, does Kuzo now have to say, why am I not enough?
See?
No. The husband cheated. If Kuzo's husband lies to her, what's it got to do with Kuzo? He married her, he lied to her, he deceived her because he is that kind of person. It's got absolutely nothing to do with you. And when you ask the question, am I not enough?
Yeah.
Ladies, please explain that to me. Like when a person deceives you, where do you get to the conclusion you are not enough for a person?
To answer that, I think me as a woman, I sometimes compare myself with others, especially if he cheated with someone I feel looks better than me. I am going to be insecure about that. It's going to make me feel I am not enough because that one has a figure and I had 3 kids and 2 seasons.
Hold on. Is your man the most handsome man in the world?
I'm like Leroy.
No, he's handsome, but no.
Does he have the biggest penis in the world that you've encountered? No. Does he have the most money in the world that you've ever been around? No.
No.
Have you cheated?
No.
Why?
Because I just believe in commitment.
Exactly. That's it.
Yes.
You haven't cheated because you believe... Because when you guys got together, you said you are in a monogamous relationship. When you stood and said your vows, it was vows between the two of you. Well, I mean, his friend was there too, but...
He wasn't, by the way.
Good. Tell him.
Oh, so the friend didn't even come to the wedding.
He didn't even come.
Because he couldn't just stomach it.
No, he couldn't stomach it.
But he was stomaching it on the side.
So, Anonymous, you have chosen, even though you know that there's a million people better than your person, but because you chose monogamy, you haven't cheated.
Yes.
So, that's what he is. He's just a liar. He's a cheater. He deceived you. And not only you, both families.
Yeah, no.
Naked. Can we finish? Can I pay the bills, Anonymous? We're coming back.
Okay.
Thank you very much. At least it's not after 9, so we're good.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right.
Need a new phone but can't drop that much at once? Just phone Yamin at Pipcell.
Sorry about that. Okay, to relate comers, ne? Hi, my name is Leroy, and we are listening to what's that, Metro FM's Ask a Man, and we're about to actually finish this. So just stay put there actually, because we are gonna briefly discuss this, ne? So you are welcome, Mona, and then for there you get here, you mute your mic. You respect the other people here. You can have your opinion respectfully. So there's no bashing. There's no gender wars here. We are gonna respect each other. We can laugh respectfully, but we are all going to respect each other, especially today, because now on the Rainbow Nation le barking kana not being comfortable barking kind of with the body thing. So like let's be sensitive, ne? Please now. Anyway, please keep liking there quickly. We're gonna cut the show short actually today, ne? So by about 11:30, so I should be out, ne? So let's just do the right thing. Please send me those gifts, guys. I really appreciate you guys. And there's a lot more people today. Wow, shout out to you guys. Oh, and okay. Hello to Naledi, Banele, Mama Gina, yeah, Mrs. K, Lady G, the one female, Lily Lerato, and all of you guys. Actually, I really appreciate you guys. I really love you guys. But yeah, so basically, sister married a what's that, bisexual husband.
Place to teach timetables while
Yeah,
sitting at the
okay,
dinner
wait.
table and fix ponytails between Zoom calls. A place where love lives and
Okay,
your
anyway.
legacy begins.
So basically, Sister Ray, he got married to a bisexual husband, but then she didn't know. Yeah, so now the husband has been sleeping, with his best friend. And now the jig is up, and now she's asking, okay, so guys, like, should I stay or should I go?
Think your story deserves a home. ABSA's here to finance it.
Can't
Our
do it,
home
Alam.
loans are designed with first-time home buyers like you.
So now, she's asking her, okay, should I stay or should I go? Because now they have 3 kids. They've been together for 10 years.
All right. So, Anonymous, how's your sex life with
So
your
let's
husband?
continue quickly.
It's good. I won't lie, it's still good. Though at times after, I just feel somehow.
After you
like-
found out.
No, I mean after we have sex.
Okay.
Maybe immediately after, I just feel somehow.
No, but
I
just answer my question now.
Yes.
Remember, you didn't know until you went
Yes.
through his phone. Before
Yes.
you went through his phone, your sex life was great because you didn't know anything. It felt like
Yes.
normal sex life.
yes.
So since you found out that he is sleeping with other men, now you feel some type of way after.
Yes.
Yes.
You know, the crazy thing is, years ago, guys, we had a lady call in to ask a man and say she suspected her man at first, but, you know, he used to, like, wear her heels and, dance to Beyonce songs as a
Yeah, I
joke
think I
in the
remember that
house.
one, actually.
You know what I mean?
I think I remember
Is he masculine, or what kind of a gay guy is he? Does he...
He, according to him, he says he's the man, so he's masculine.
Okay.
The friend, the reason why I suspected is because the friend was more feminine.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, and then, but okay, so your friend is masculine. I mean, your husband is masculine. He
Yes.
never plays like Beyonce at home the whole day. None of that stuff.
No.
Okay, so now you said the sex life was great before you found out, before you went
Yes.
through the phone. So he was
Yes.
able to be your husband.
Yes. Correct.
Okay, so now, what happens going forward, Anonymous? What are you afraid of? Are you afraid, Uguti, if you choose to stay, what are people going to say? Does this mean there's a part of you that wants to stay, but all you're afraid of is that what are people going to say? If he comes out to you and says, look, I'm actually, I'm bisexual. Because it
Yes.
sounds like he's bisexual, and I don't know if there
Yes.
is a difference between bisexual and gay, but
Okay.
it sounds like he's bisexual. If he says to you,
Yes.
look, I'm bisexual, that's why I've managed to hold my own in the bedroom and everything else. But
Yes.
I hate to sound like that movie for colored girls where the guy said, I am a man that just likes to have sex with other men.
Yes.
So if he comes to you and he says that, Khori, I will still be the same person, you know, but once in a while, I'd actually like to go have sex with other men. Do you have a problem with that?
I do, because then, which means, I'm not that I'm second, but we are basically all there to please him in both ways. He can go out and he'll be pleased. He can come back to me and he'll be pleased. So it won't work for me.
Okay. So I think what's left to do is just to sit him down, say what you want going forward, and just letting him know. And if he convinces you otherwise, remember, bottom line is it is your choice. And bottom line is you were lied to. This marriage happened under false pretenses. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So if you chose to leave, I think you have valid reasons, because this is not what you signed up for.
Yes.
And all the best, Anonymous. No?
Thank you. Thank you.
You have a great weekend.
Thanks. The same to you guys. Thank you. Thank you.
Hey,
Thanks,
all
and you're
right,
listening through the radio as well. For everyone coming through to also offer their advice to you. So that's exactly it. Your call is just on standby here for us to answer. 086,000 2160. South Africa, what advice do you have for Anonymous? Let's help her out.
Losing a loved one is hard. And
Okay, I see the numbers have went up a bit, and let me just reintroduce myself for the last time. Né? Hi, my name is Leroy, and this is Makoya Rundown, and we just listened to Metro FM's Ask a Man, and we are gonna briefly discuss it here, so you can request to come in here, but Kinkana, mother panel here. You get in, you mute your mic, you wait your turn. You're gonna be given 5 minutes to actually, as in like, what's that? Working and speak your mind, respectfully so. There's no bashing here. Okay. There's no gender wars here. There's no disrespect here. There's no disorder here. You come with that, you're out, nah? Please and thank you. Yes, we can laugh, but respectfully so. So today, we are dealing with the Rainbow Nation. And basically, was that women who feel they're not really attractive, enough, like after marriage and the kids and whatever. So the situation is here today now. So Workima Sisanonza has been married for 10 years now, 3 kids now, sharp, cool. So she recently found out that her husband has been snacking his best friend, actually, for the longest time, actually. So now she's very confused. Okay, what's that? Should I stay or maybe should I leave? Because she's afraid of the society's judgment, Okay, Joanna, your husband is gay, and then now you're staying in this marriage and whatever. And again, she wants to stay more than marriage for her kids, actually, just to put up that happy family working on a view there, actually. So she's conflicted, actually, and again she feels like she's not really worth it now, because now her body changed and the kids, and now happy marriage. So now she feels like she's not hot anymore for her husband, because her husband now actually likes us, the guys and girls, So so what's that? Before we start, let me just say this quickly. Ladies, my sisters, my loves, you are great just like that. That's how life works. The body changes, deteriorates as we grow. Some of us actually love those cellulites, the beige, we love that shit. You are enough just like that, Lala. You are beautiful, baby. Stop thinking, now you're not hot enough, Jay, because you see these girls more. Okay, the BBL, little lips, the kana like come Instagram and think correct. They are hot. No, Lala. In the real world, you are fucking beautiful. Stop doubting yourself. Stop comparing yourself with these stupid parking kind of things. Actually, please. There are people like me, le muffins come, like little bongs come, who are gonna love you with those love handles, those barking kind of those barking wrinkles, actually. because nje le rona okay sharp re masonyane le rona shem tota go bua. I mean, like, look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. Wrinkles everywhere. Ne? But still, love yourself, Lala. Be content with yourself. You are fucking beautiful, just like that. Show that ass, girl. But not this weekend, because it's gonna snow this weekend. Because it's gonna get really cold. Sure. But anyway, yeah, man. You are beautiful, baby girl. Chill. Okay, we gotta start with Sis Lerato. Okay, I can't really read your surname there, but then good morning. You seem new here. Hey, welcome.
Thank you. Morning, everyone.
Good morning, Sis Munjat.
Hi, great. Wena?
I'm great. So your 5 minutes starts now. So how do you solve this situation now for sister?
Okay, I think she must first choose herself, honestly speaking, because the guy didn't hesitate to fulfill his desires. He didn't. I mean, if he was honest from the beginning, he would have said, "Look, I am bisexual. I like sleeping with men, and I'm offer option before they get married. If you still want to get married, know what you are getting yourself into, rather than finding out on his phone and all those things. So she must choose herself, and she must forget what the society thinks. I mean, society will always judge you. Even when you are doing nothing, they will judge you for doing nothing. So she must choose herself and her kids. And also, nowadays, there are malwetse ke a mantši. There's a lot of illnesses. And we don't know what the husband might bring at home. Yeah, she's being loyal and she's sticking to her marriage, but the partner is not even interested in the marriage. So I think maybe if she should choose herself and love herself enough to say, okay, I have disowned my parents, I made a mistake, and go back and apologize and truly apologize and give them time to react. If Basamokwatechi, it's okay, it's a process. Forgiveness is a process. So I think she should choose herself. There's no marriage there. For a guy who didn't give her a chance, I know, to, like, who was not honest from the beginning. Their marriage, its foundation is based on lies. There's no truth there. So I think maybe she should choose herself and go, and not be scared of what people think. We shouldn't care what neighbors think. I mean, if Naked said him being gay has nothing to do with her, so she shouldn't worry. It has nothing to do with her. It's him and his relationship and whatever. So she should just choose herself, make peace with her family, and move on with life. Then they'll know in the future that, okay, our dad is gay, rather than staying in a marriage, in a home that is so toxic and not healthy. So not for me. She
You
should
know
just
what, now?
go.
Freaking like that so we've been listening to actually this show for years now. So one thing that I've noticed actually a lot, ne? Okay, you still have 2 minutes in an sister, ne? So like one thing that I've noticed actually, like most ladies actually they struggle with breaking contentment. So now you as a lady, please help me understand the whole, like, why do like women like want to okay, for lack of a better word, overcompensate, or no, you are mine, no, I don't feel enough, no, why did you do this, is it because of me, like, why actually?
I think number one, because of, when you grow up in a loving house, maybe you have your parents and you've never even once seen your father mistreat your mom. So you tend to think, this is how life should be. This is what is expected of me. And if somebody were cheated, then you start to doubt yourself, but I grew up in a loving household. I've never seen this. Is it me? Is it because I'm fat? Is it because I gave birth to children? Is it because you have never experienced that in your life? And also, again, social media, guys, is going to be the end of us. You see, married couple, happy, taking vacations. The lady is slim, the guy are now slim, bash up. Then they're rich. Then you start to think, well, this is the life that everybody deserves. So I think social media and our background and society put so much on women. And little Besha Basadi Baba good, or like this lady has gained weight, she's not beautiful. That's not true. Just because you are big doesn't mean you're not beautiful.
Exactly, because rona rata lena ba ba kima ba vele, no, like rata di kefanyana tsela, no.
You see, so we just have to learn to love ourselves enough and to learn to see what more now we are not being appreciated. Then we leave. But it takes so much because you think of your babies. Or if I leave, then but look at education and all those things. See, some won't be able to handle them. I'm just thinking. I don't know.
I know, sis Lerato, you deserve this actually. Bariking kana gape was that welcome to Makoyane.
Thank you.
You deserve this actually. Okay.
Bravo.
Yeah, man. And thank you very much, Bariking Magani sis Lerato. You can mute your mic quickly there. And thank you very much. There's a comment that I saw actually that I loved from Sis Palace. She said, I feel like that man just wanted the kids and just to impress his family. That's another problem. One day, what day we'll speak about. Gents. So okay, Sharp. Before Mama Gina, I forgot to actually play this, guys. So like, please forgive me, guys.
The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are solely those of the individuals participating in the conversation and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of the podcast host or any affiliated organization. Listener discretion is advised.
And I apologize for that. And welcome again, Mama Gina. Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh man, I miss your voices. Oh gosh, shit. Oh, God.
I feel like Naledi is saying everything that I wanted to say. There's no point to me saying anything anymore because she is not so on point. Everything that she is saying, this man wanted a beard, and I think this is the selfishness of some men that because even the ones that are straight, they will marry the person they think will best suit the role, not the type or the person that they want in their life. They won't marry what they like. They will marry what will fit the role.
Did you hear that?
I feel that is because that is what I had to come to understand as well for myself, because for the longest time I asked myself the same questions she's asking herself. And then I realized actually the reason why this man tried so hard to hide everything is because he knew I'm the one that makes him respectable. I'm not necessarily his type of woman, because the women that he was misbehaving with were nothing like me. So, and yet now you are left behind thinking you need to compare yourself because what is wrong? Why does this person not want you? And you look at the kids you've had and your body is not the same. And now you take the problem. This is what we do when we are women who have always had to perform for approval or for love. And you have not worked on yourself. That's her being a good woman is the basis of why she's married and she has a man and he says he loves her. It hasn't entered into her mind at this point that a man, the man that is aligned to you would love you because he loves the human being that you are, not what you can do or what you make him look like. So a lot of women are brought up with that performance mindset that being a woman means this. So when you fit that role perfectly, You think that's what you've got to perform. And when they now step outside, it looks like there are multiple things that you are failing at in this role that you are supposed to be performing perfectly as the wife. So that is why she asks herself that question. It simply speaks to the fact that she still needs to work on herself, heal her own wounds that make her not see that she actually loves other people more than she loves herself, or she doesn't even have love for herself. There's a lot of healing that needs to happen, and I hope she finds that person, because at this point, she's not even asking the right question, which is, I deserve a monogamous relationship because that's what I signed up for. The biggest problem is that he's bisexual. What about the fact that he is a cheater? That is the fundamental question. I'm married to someone who does not believe in monogamy, and that is what we signed up for. So his being bisexual is almost like secondary, or the third thing or fifth thing on the list of things that are wrong. So you see now, the reason why I know she doesn't love herself, and I know that she is groomed to center a man, is because the center of her questioning is not, why is he cheating on me? Why does he look at me and see me as someone to cheat on? She is looking at that as almost as if the message is almost as if it was a woman, it would be more bearable and I would understand it and I would be able to deal with it.
Jesus, wow.
And this man just wanted a beard. He just wanted somebody that makes him look like a man.
Okay, okay, wait. Okay, let me do this quickly.
You see, she really, I really hope she finds someone who will help her get clarity so she can begin asking the right questions. Because why do I feel like I would be able to tolerate it if it was another woman? What would make me want to accept living in such conditions where I know that I am an option amongst others, and my role is to be a wife and that's it, and to behave like a wife, and I'm quite content to handle that? Why do I think I do not deserve someone who would be committed to me and would adore me? You know? So there's a lot of that's not happening in her questioning. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say for her, but I'm done. Thank you.
Guys, I'm gonna do this for 100% for us, that for free, This is Mama Gina, She's a what's that, professional
Mental health practitioner, that's what I do. Particularly with trauma from relationships and childhood.
Yes.
Marriage relationship trauma.
And she charges 1,000 working rand for what you just got here for free. So please respect her.
Oh, you are the sweetest. When I Leeroy.
What the
You're so
hell?
sweet.
You just turned me into Tivo Church. Wait, mom.
But the thing is, guys, I want you to also understand that it's not somebody like me comes along and I've got an extra level of something or gifting. The moment you work on yourself and you up your value, the first thing to understand about your humanity is that you are a valuable human being. That's why you were brought here. You are special, you are precious, you're the prize, you are the center of the universe. That's why God made sure that you are delivered in this time. That's the first thing. When you understand your value, then you will take the time to date yourself the way you date other people. So you will put into yourself, you will learn to love yourself, because even other people, yes, they might excite you in the beginning, but you actually take time to get to love them in the deepest ways. So you need to take time to do that for yourself. And that is where you learn self-love. And when you love something, it's not a stationary state. It's a constant state of doing. When you love something, you nurture it, you take care of it, you protect it. So you have the boundaries, you have the service to. When you talk love languages, you can't tell yourself or somebody else what your love languages is if you've never practiced that love language on yourself. So you must experience everything first before you give it onto another person. Now, when you get to that place where your boundaries are so secure because you understand the treasure that you hold, and you only give access to those which are deserving, and even their access is limited according to the requirements they need to fulfill to be in your life. When you've done the work, the inner work, everything that I'm saying to you, you will discover is sitting inside of you. It's knowledge that you get with doing the work of finding you. Because then you look at the world through a different lens. Nobody is more important. I mean, I was telling somebody this morning that someone was asking me to hook them up with a date that I went to, and I said, the guy, the money is not the problem. Very, very moneyed, multi moneyed,
That's good.
and looked and had the properties and had everything going for him. But the guy spoke badly of his ex on our date, number one, and number two, he had a problem controlling his alcohol. He is in the bottle. So now I'm looking at you, of all the things that I can benefit from having you in my life. But the most important thing for me is my peace. You're already coming with burdens of alcoholism. No, there's no amount of money, because that alcohol is helping you cope with other things that are deeper, that I don't want to find out. I don't want to take them on as my problem. So I'm not interested in alcoholism. Number two, if your ex is the problem, it means that one day I will be the problem, because I'm also somebody else's problem. I'm an ex to somebody. So if we do not reflect on, if you cannot speak kindly of your ex who gave you children, who am I that you're never going to have children with? Because there was a time that person fit the whole profile. And I mean, for example, if I go on a date and I start speaking badly on my ex-husband, first of all, that's giving you a bar from which to go as the man. And that's also telling you how to treat me in future, because now you know what I'll tolerate. So what business do you have telling me about your ex and what she was, so that you can look good on me? And as a girl's girl, I have a problem with men who speak badly on women. It's a very big problem for me. So you see, like you pick what I'm talking about now is the issue. I'm so sorry, I'm finishing. Is the issue of boundaries. My boundaries are for myself. I didn't tell him I'm never gonna see you again. But at that point on the table, I knew I'm never gonna see you again, because my boundaries refuse for me to subject myself to that. And my boundaries are my own to apply.
And respect your own boundaries.
Exactly.
There are some ladies here who will be like, you have
Man doesn't know any of what I said. That man doesn't know any of what I just told you, because my boundaries are none of his business. I observe you to look and see if you will align with my boundaries. If you don't, I let you go. We're good.
And thank you very much, Mrs. Gina. And by the way, guys, she's a what's that kind of medical practitioner? Okay, oh yeah.
Neuro-linguistic practitioner, that's what I am. Thank you so much.
Oh yeah. So okay, Shab. So basically, she's a therapist, ne? A professional one. So please hit her up, actually, because you heard actually now, Horbona. You can actually learn a lot and grow a lot with her, actually. I might also fix your pocket also, because hey, it doesn't come cheap, guys. Respectfully so. But hey, man, you are very much appreciate them, Mama Gina. And I'd like to say, to send a quick shout out to my sister, actually. She's here. Kia. Shout out, guys. No, actually isn't like sister. Yeah. Not like sister Strad. You know, sister, buddy. Shout out. Yeah. So bongs. Ish, barking and a brag, I apologize. Barking can utulia mamzo nali heated, man. Sorry, brag, man. So you can start now. I apologize.
Good morning, Leroy. Good morning, Ronald.
Stop share.
Good morning, family. What else can I say?
Bruh.
I feel like Gina said it all. But just to echo her words, I don't think that lady had a problem with the fact that the guy was cheating. I think she had a problem with the fact that the guy is bisexual. And that's not the problem here. The problem is the guy cheated. And, bisexuality doesn't necessarily mean that you have to date women and men at the same time. It just means you are attracted to men and women at the same time. But you could be in a relationship with a woman. Yes, you are attracted to men and women, but you are not dating men and women. You can date a woman and just be committed to that, even though you know that you are attracted to men and women. So I think that's where the problem is. Lady, that man is horrible. He cheated. And he's a cheater. Whether be it he was not bisexual or not, he's a cheater. He was still going to cheat. And the factuality, we always think about the factuality, okay, but he's bisexual, da 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 da. You don't think about the factuality, uzogula. Even when he was cheating with women, uzogula. Again, that lady needs to do hard work. She needs to do hard work. And unfortunately, we can't help her. But because the reasoning and the way that she sees herself, it's as if the man is a mirror, and everything that the man does, she looks in that mirror and she sees herself as a failure, as someone who can't keep a man, as someone who can't satisfy a man. And that's really sad. So she does need to do hard work on herself, and she needs to leave. But again, I always say that only the pot knows how hot the fire is. We are talking about a woman here who has been in a relationship with this man for so many years. They've got kids, and here we are just saying leave. It's not going to be easy. Hence, we are saying she needs to do hard work on herself. It's not going to be easy, but again, she really needs to dig deep and really find herself and go and see other men, man. Like, how many times must we listen to Lemonade? I understand that she's not a cheater, but clearly this man doesn't respect her. This man doesn't value the very core principles of a monogamous marriage, right? She needs to leave. She needs to leave. But also, again, she's married. She's got kids. She's living in Cyril's economy. It's very hard to convince someone like that, right? But again, all I'm saying is that she needs to do the hard work. I'm tired of listening to so many versions of Lemonade, and this is actually one of them. So
No offense,
she needs to do the hard work. She needs to do the hard work. This is no longer about the guy. It's mostly on her, because what I've seen, what I heard, she really doesn't care about the fact that he's a cheater. She cares more about the fact that he cheated with a guy, which is very irrelevant in this case. He's a cheater. Nizogula. Whether be it cheater nendoda or cheater nomfazi. Nizogula. Simple. Thank you.
And thank you very much. And I apologize for cutting them pizza and ish, but again, can Rashevile nako and happy Lema Magina basically just wrapped it up so beautifully. So Barki Magana Master Muffinzi laces kia Lesis Ntombi's Pile, Lesis Lerato, who just left now. I'm gonna give you guys the 2 minutes, please, guys. Please. Apologize. We can recap again, Saint Lamande. But please mute your mic, Sissy. Please and thank you. All right. Okay. Just a quick word, actually, but from me. I don't mean no disrespect to the married ones, the relationship Kali ones, and it's like that I happily the yeah. One thing that I would say, Gore, learn to understand that you are your own person beyond what you attach to, like, yourself to. You know? Yes, you have a wife. Yes, you have kids working. Like you have a husband, very and this and that. But then now remember that you are you beyond working on these things. So you must make sure you are okay first. You are ngapele mohotle mona before you do working for them. Cause okay, I really don't know how to put this analogy, but okay, if the soil high sharp the plants won't grow. So now you are the soil here. You must fix yourself, Billy. Then you can be nourishing to the rest. So never neglect yourself. Trying now for is like just a quick note. Okay, Mr. Muffins, quickly 2 minutes. I help brag because hey, working on a bangala babang mona bata mam. Yo, Muffins. Yo, Muffin.
Oh, hey, sorry about that.
Film Benchak.
I'm alright, my brother. How you doing?
Hey, man, happy new year.
Yeah, dog. Ish, yeah, it's been tough. Anyway, yeah, I'm good, my king. Yo, alright, guys. Now I hate this because Auschina must be the last person on the platform because I really look. There's nothing much I can say, but I want to play the devil's advocate here. We know, like Mr. Bonyukosi just explained now, yo, Cyril's economy is tough, and when I was listening to Anonza's timeline, where she broke down how her and Guy wanted to get married, but the family was against it. First step, marriage is a sacred thing. All right, we don't look at it that way. If your family doesn't give you a blessing to get married, it's on you if that marriage fails. But also, it's also good to take a step back and wonder why. Because we always think we know better because Abamazi, he's my lover or anything like that, but that's a different scenario. We'll get to that one. Then Alonso then spoke about when Guy needed a job, he then went and lived with the best friend. What if that was the only way he could get the job? What if the best friend was like, yo, dude, give me some ass, I'll give you the person who gets the job. Care one. So we're not saying that that is allowed. But at some point, playing the devil's advocate in that situation isn't cheap. That's when how far are you willing to go to provide? Okay, now it's 10 years down the line. They're living together, they've got kids. I want to assume that they're successful to a certain extent. But the fact that she is opening herself to allow and forgive a person who's constantly cheating, whether guy or girl, it does not decrease her value in any way, shape, or form. So go on. But it's always important as Msari Utsebo.
The last part.
It doesn't get any one last usually.
Something valuing, something decreasing value.
Yeah. No matter what situation happens in a relationship, it never decreases the value ya motho gore o mang or o jwang. Because at the end of the day, the decision of cheating was never made by you but by the other person. So you must not devalue yourself and think that you're not worth a full on 100% monogamous loving relationship or marriage. Being able to pick yourself up and move on, because when in that marriage you gave you everything. Go gather yourself, heal, and then give you everything on the next one. So go on. But now you start questioning whether it's because I got curves, because I've got stretch marks, I gave birth, and all of that. Nah, sis, that doesn't affect you at all. There's a beautiful song by Jamie Foxx, Common, on Jamie Foxx's second album, Ering, You Still Got It. Jamie Foxx lays it out clear. I'm not the common way. He's like, every day I see you as a mother of my child, my day begins to shine. I see God through you. You know what I'm saying? On that tip, it goes on that tip. So as soon as women can start appreciate the fact that we don't, just because a man cheats on you does not mean good when you less off. Just because you're changing, your body's developing, you're gaining curves. You moved from 32, now you're at 36. Mago 36 second young size 4. You know what I'm saying? You're still cute in our eyes, whether you're tall or short. But stop giving men, or not, I don't say men because women cheat too. Stop giving cheaters the power over your dignity and the way you love, because that's what ends up making you stay in fucked up relationships, because you're worried what society is thinking, and I'm staying for sake yangwana. But yeah, I don't want to go overboard because you just say time is limited. But Leroy, it's good seeing you guys. Thank you for the gems, Ausgie, and everybody who came before. And yeah, man, Anonza must just move on. Thing. But I already stepfather, I don't mind.
Wait, what?
No, thing for Anonza.
Wait,
stepfathers. Not me, no. Cupcake would kill both of us.
Exactly,
No,
that's why I'm like, Felix is here, if you get me. You see the eyes there. Did you see the eyes there? And I was like,
Hey, Cupcake will kill both of us. Nah, we can't do that. Alright, chop, Machi. Have a good one.
Thanks a lot, bro.
Wait.
Man, how can I live out once again? Like, once I Ricky the Chicky Tiger, like, once I don't. But anyway, hi, my sister. Happy New Year, Luan.
Hi, baby. How are you? Are you awesome? Well,
I'm a bit of awesome, yeah, but my nose, but I'm fine.
no, you and I in the same boat. I'm catching a flu. But quickly, I didn't hear Anonza's story directly from her. I only heard, I think, towards the last part, so I couldn't really make out what she was talking about. But I think you did right there a little bit. Hora aring, ne? You know what the problem is? When you start a relationship and somebody shows you a version of themselves that you then fall in love with over time. I get it, you cannot pretend forever. The reason why I get a version is because when you give a version of yourself, sometimes it means for a lot that's not really who you are, but it's just a version that you're portraying so that somebody can love you for that very version, right? And over time, you are gonna be unable to pretend, and the real you is gonna surface. We're gonna see who you are. So if somebody has given you a version of themselves in the beginning when you guys started dating, and you fall in love with that version, and they later show you their true colors, whether it's later on in the relationship or whether it's in marriage now, maybe they start cheating on you, like this lady, motho wa hae a mo cheatile. You are gonna try to convince yourself that it was a mistake. Maybe it's something that you did wrong. Wa understand? Maybe you can there's something that you need to do in order for him not to cheat on you again, in order for him not to it's some sort of a reverse psychology that somebody does on you. And then you end up putting the blame on yourself. You don't hold them accountable for their actions, right? Number one. And then number two, the sexuality issue is not the problem. It doesn't matter whether he cheated with a girl or a guy. The point is he cheated. You understand? And this lady cannot be worried about the person that they cheated on with Mari. They cheated with Mari. Abasa warur motho wa mo cheata. that doesn't make sense. Because then you are saying it's okay for him to cheat, but he must cheat with somebody that I can accept. He must maybe probably cheat with somebody less than me in order for me not to feel bad about myself. So cheat on me, but please let it be with a woman, hey, not a man. How? Yeah, like how? 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 She spoke about comparison. The moment a person cheats on you, bruh, that is traumatic. It's traumatic because you start asking yourself a lot of questions. You start weighing yourself against other people. You start being insecure about things that you were never insecure about in your life. You understand? So this lady, she must literally just get up, and I'm sure she saw the red flags. There's absolutely no way that they got to where they are today, and she has never seen a single red flag about this person. You understand? Yes, they're married. I saw a lot of people on the comments saying, no, but she's married, bruh, with 2 kids. What? So what? So what? If money is an issue, then okay, she doesn't have to step out of the marriage yet, right? She can allow him to live his life, but she must choose herself, right? When you choose yourself, it means you are planning your exit. You are planning your exit. If it means that she starts saving up, if her savings plan every month is 2,000, she must raise it to 4,000, so that she knows, hore, in 6 months' time when I leave, I will have a startup plan, and this is how I'm going to keep up my lifestyle for myself and my kids. You understand? Because you can't. That means, hey, when are you gonna settle for a life with a cheat, and you're gonna come onto social media platforms or go to people and ask for advice? Then people shouldn't advise you because you're choosing to stay. Why are you asking for advice?
With something actually similar, and okay, I'm not really sure or maybe if I should be speaking about this, but then someone very close to me, actually, like they're going through that actually.
Mm.
And I wrote them lately, their fam, it's almost very but then one week in Jibo, back now, and I'm like, a fair boy. I remember that. And a fair boy. So, hey, man, working and a sister, okay. So,
That's the thing, Arwa Morata. You can't love somebody more than you love yourself. Bon, let me just take it a little bit back ko Bible fast faith. Ne? Bible is love your neighbor as you love yourself. Why you example ya gore o rate, ya re gato o rate ya ka o rata mang wena. So how are you gonna love the next person when not say that? I can't come and love you more than I love myself. Because first of all, that means I'm going to put my health in jeopardy. I'm going to put my health in jeopardy, my safety in jeopardy. Once a person starts beating you up, bona, there are things to begezelang for zone. We can begezella for maybe we don't know how to communicate with each other, but we're going to learn. But cheating, le abuse yone. Guys, let's choose ourselves. So when it comes to cheating and abuse, walk out. Walk away. Whether you are married or you're in a relationship or you have 15 kids with that person, bona tsamaya. Go. Erike kwalera.
and thank you very much, there, my sister. Just one more, and like no today, actually. Khana ka wena lala. Bona, ne? Being alone, actually, it's not that bad. So, don't be scared for now, you know? You have hands. Okay, anyway, I'm just keep quiet. Hi, Sis Lerato. You seem new here and very beautiful. Wow. Hello. Hello,
everyone.
You're new here, nah?
I'm very new, thank you.
Great stuff. Welcome,
So I'm not gonna speak for too long. I think the common thread that I enjoyed from everybody was that Anonymous needs to do some work and love herself. And I think whether she decides to stay in the marriage or not, that's something she definitely has to do. The human condition is very complex, and I think a lot of us majority of us are very emotional and not always logical, and we're motivated by how we feel. And this husband, I think, is motivated by his desires, and that should become her motivation as well. Whatever that desire looks like, whether it's focusing on her kids, focusing on her mental health, focusing on creating a community with other women, focusing on her hobbies. But what she needs to do is turn the love magnet that I feel she has turned to the outside towards herself. And she will be so much better. She'll be better for it.
I love how you articulate your words and your aura, and your poise.
Thank you.
With like so much diligence, and options. Wow. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for letting me contribute.
You are very much welcome, my sister, and you are very much appreciated. And remember what I said, actually. You are enough.
Exactly.
You may not have the nicest curves, but again, like the nicest face, hey, the makeup, the filter, mare. How bua, and that's more important, actually. So do not feel pressure or mangmare here, how na Dior fuck Dior, ne?
Exactly. I think Mama Gina said it earlier that everything we need is inside of us, and that's the truth.
Exactly. So yeah, guys, like that's how we close it, actually. And Mr. Hlasa, you are very late, my brother. Sorry about that. Was that we just spoke to our new working kind of first time listener, actually, and her voices, guys. Wait again, guys. Wait again, like just just please allow me, okay? I've been single for a while now, so chill. But you le muffins, chill, guys. But anyway, yeah, man. So basically today, we learned to actually love yourself, value yourself. There's no problem being alone, and like nurture yourself. Yes, it's lonely as fuck. Yes, fit cold front mare. Value yourself, okay. You're gonna hook up now and then for 2 minutes and there's nothing, you are pregnant, or maybe you are sick, or maybe hey baby Dave in. Rather, nke bo rekile 6-pack ya gago le bona hitara YouTube or maybe X. But so learn that, guys. It's okay. It's fine. Yes, Federi K, yeah, sharp, Federi, okay, ne sharp. Like, I'm like, I saw a dura, but hey, working, hot summer look, it's fine. Yeah, there's no problem being alone, but then, like, this winter, don't try it as a kid. So, yeah, guys, I'm done for now. Let me get back, more spanning, and hopefully I'll see you guys Monday now. And remember to check Mama Gina, actually, right? She's a professional therapist, so please check her out. What's the first session gave 400, I think, also, and then from there you're gonna see her worth, actually. So yeah, man, but again, please do. And just like my crush actually said right now, Costa, let's be very careful because there's going to be snow mo Gauteng this weekend. So please just make sure because this weekend. But anyway, guys, good night, bye bye, and I love you guys.